back to the channel. I'm just going to start this episode 6 of rebuilding No Man's Land after it crashed 2 previous times and I've had to uninstall the game. Both times, the first map of a No Man's Land I did was 330 hours. Couldn't get it back, couldn't download from the cloud, lost everything, all my game saved. So I'm slowly but surely getting all my mods back. The reason I'm broadcasting the beginning of this is that this mod hub is pathetic, absolutely pathetic. It crashes, it chucks you out, it freezes. I'm just going to get a mod here. Very careful what mods that I do download. I'll get this workshop. Get this. Now you hit the back button. I'm downloading it, and we'll sit here on this screen for anywhere up to 2 to 3 minutes, just trying to get back to the normal mod hub screen. It's absolutely pathetic. I've done this 3 times now, had to reinstall every mod that I use, and like I said, there's a couple of mods that I made a video about previously, ones that crash Farm Sim on console. They're basically mods that were made for PC. They were re-scripted and then put through to Giants for testing. Giants approved them, and it went ahead and went on to Giants mod hub. Look, I'm still sitting here trying to get back to the friggin' main screen. Ridiculous. And yeah, and so just be real careful. Only use mods that you trust, people. Any modder that puts mods up that's purely console modders, of course you can trust those ones, but modders who mod for PC and then re-script to come to console, I really wouldn't use them, people, because it's not worth losing all your data, all your game, all the so many hours of your life that you put into this game to have it just wiped away from you for no reason, except that Giants obviously have no idea how to test mods, and they approve things like ice creams and ridiculous things, and yet keep some of the console modders, they're really tough and hard on with what they allow them to do and not do, but they'll let PC scripted mods, re-scripted mods come through and crash our games, and they just say that they're not liable for anything that damages your game. Fair enough, but hey, they're the ones who test the mods. This is their mod hub, and this is the only access that console players have to mods. So where does the buck stop, you know? Someone has to be guilty of it, and it's not the modders. I don't blame the modders at all. I've said it many times that without the modders, this game would have died a long time ago. A long time ago. Modders kept FS19 going. FS19 probably wouldn't even exist if the modders didn't do such a great job on 17. So it's the modders that keep this game fresh and exciting and new, and nothing Giants do. Giants just hold, to me, as far as I'm concerned, Giants hold the license for the brand, and that's it. It's the modders that actually keep this game going and keep all of us playing it. Look, I'm frozen again. You know, this really shits me. I've got nothing in the lineup. I don't have anything big downloading. I get between 48 and 52 megabits per second download. My system storage has only just hit 50%. There's no reason for this. This is absolute bullshit. So as soon as FS22 comes out, I won't be one of those that rush out and buy it. I'll be sitting back and I'll be waiting for Mr. Sealy P's review of it. I'll be waiting for DJ Goham's review of it, and I'm just going to wait, you know, a couple of months, let some modders get some mods in there, and I'm going to see if you know, like what people say about it. I'm quite happy to stay with 19 up until then. And if the workers are still as bad as what they are right here, if the seasons mod doesn't work properly, because God forbid Giants decided to do seasons their own way, I got no faith in Giants at all, as you can probably tell. I just don't think that they're capable of testing for console. I really don't. I don't believe they have any idea what they're doing. So many mods are sitting in this mod hub that crash games, that corrupt all of our saving files in the game, and conflicts with in-game standard mods. These mods that they are let through to this mod hub have so many conflicts. You know, I've made a video about what mods they were, what mods to be careful of. It's what it's titled. It's titled as such. If you're interested, you can go and look at that. I think I used a few curse words as well. I was a little bit cranky about it all. And so would you be. 330 hours. 330 hours. No Man's Land. Another one was 126 hours. The one before that was 96 hours. Lost it all. I'm rebuilding this now. And yeah, I used government subsidy signs. I used government subsidy signs because I was not gonna sit there and chop all the trees down and rebuild it right from scratch again. I was not going to do it. I was not going to do it. So, you know what, I'm getting rid of Lone Oak. This file's too big, 500, no thanks. These here should be done pretty quick. Yeah, so I'm going to sit back and I'm just going to wait. And I'm going to see what Giants actually do to FS22. Like I said, if the mod hub is as bad as this takes forever. Once you get the farm buildings, object, package, gameplay or other, these last 5 on the right hand side, as soon as you try and open them and go in and out of each individual mod that's there, it can take you up to 3 or 4 minutes to go in and out just to look at the mod, to see how many slot counts it is or to see what it's about. Trying to exit out, you can sit there for up to 4 minutes waiting to come back to this screen. Now I'm stuck on this screen. Can't even go into object at the moment. It's frustrating. So if FS22 is anything like this, I won't be buying it. And the same with workers. If the workers can't be programmed to do a job, even on a damn square field, I won't be buying FS22 either. I'll tell you that right now. Anything like that infuriates me about this game. If they haven't been amended and fixed in FS22, I'll be one of many people that will not be buying it. I'll just stick to this or go back to 17. Even 15 was better than this. You know, there really wasn't any major problems with FS15. You know, I don't know what else to say, people. I'm really ticked off about it all. It's absolutely amateuristic of them. They have no idea at all about mods, and you know. I'll give you an example. Let me get out of here. I was searching for something specific, to be honest with you, and it seems that 99% of the mods that are in object are also in other, and 99% of the mods that are in other and object are also in farm buildings, and 99% of farm buildings are also spread around object and other. These 3 here are ridiculous to try and go in and out of. Absolutely ridiculous. Now while these are downloading, which won't take long now, I'm going to go over here. Let's open up farm buildings. I'm going to give you a couple of cases of mods that crash the game just while I'm waiting to reload, just while I'm waiting for those 4 mods to download, which should only be a couple of minutes. There you go, that took about 35 seconds just to open this screen. Just to open the screen, 35 seconds. And here we go, straight away. Very first mod, dairy sheep. This, 7.48 megabytes, Urshaba. I apologise, mate. I'm not attacking you, but this doesn't belong on console and it shouldn't have been re-scripted. No, it should have been re-scripted if you wanted to, Urshaba. Giants should have tested it properly, alright? This thing crashes your game. If you're on seasons, it doesn't work. If you're on normal play, it rarely works. I've tried it both with seasons and without. And I blame Giants. I don't blame Urshaba. I don't blame any modder, like I said. Without the modders, this game would have died a long time ago. But I blame the testers of Giants because they're supposed to test it because it was made for PC, re-scripted and authenticated so it could then be put onto console only to have it crash games. Now this is one of the mods that crashed my game and made me have to uninstall and reinstall the game. 3 attempts. This one, be real careful of. Alright? At your own peril. Here we go, circle button, and we're going to sit here for 3 minutes before it goes back to the fucking main screen. I am getting the shits with this game. I really am. I'm so close to just uninstalling it and never playing it again. I am so close. I'm so close. FS15 and 17 didn't have these problems at all. At all. There was a few little hiccups with some mods in 17, but this is pathetic. This is absolutely pathetic. It's amateuristic on Giant, supposedly big software company. Absolutely pathetic. This is just, it's unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. Oh dear, oh dear. It really does my head in. What else have we got? Look, over here, people. See, over here, second from the right up the top. Chicken husbandry with straw and manure. Over to the right at the bottom, sheep husbandry with straw and manure. I'm not even going to open it. I'm going to sit here for 4 minutes trying to get back to this screen. Those two were made for PC, re-scripted, brought to console. Giants tested it, okayed it, put it onto their mod hub for us to access it to put it into our game, and they crash your game. They crash your game and they conflict with in-game mods. Standard in-game mods they conflict with, okay? Not the modders. Not blaming the modders, I blame Giants, alright? It says down the bottom, all user-generated content on Mod Hub is the property of the respective creator. Of course, it says here the important bit. We are not responsible for this user-generated content or any damage it may cause to your game. Full stop. They test it, they okay it, they put it onto their Mod Hub. We feel and think that Giants know what they're doing and they've tested these mods, put it into your game, and it crashes your fucking game to the point where you have to uninstall the game and reinstall it, which can take up to 3 attempts. So you tell me, you know, all of these seed productions, all right? Productions, TMR, pig food, seed production, all these production factories, never were made for console. Never, none of them, all right? Alien Jim did one which worked in conjunction with a special geo for No Man's Land. it has a lot of hiccups as well. These aren't meant for console. So Giants need to outsource their testing because obviously nobody at Giants knows how the hell to test mods before they okay it to put it through to the Mod Hub. I'll repeat again, Giants say, we are not responsible for this user-generated content or any damage it may cause to your game. But they're the ones who test the mods, they're the ones who okay it, they're the ones who put it onto their Mod Hub, give access to us to use the mods to have it crash your game. My first No Man's Land, 330 hours on that game. I started that one from scratch. 330 hours. I was like pretty peeved off about it. Downloaded it, took me 3 attempts to download it. I could not get any of my save files from the cloud. It kept saying corrupted, file corrupted. So yeah. Then the next one 126 hours, and the game before this one, 96 hours, all damaged, all corrupted through mods that Giants okayed and put onto their mod hub for us to have access to and use. I'm not going to go through any more of these. I've made a full video a couple of weeks ago about all these dodgy mods that are on here, and I don't blame the modders, I blame Giants. It's not the modders, okay? I want to make that point 100% clear. Without the modders, this game would have died a long time ago. It's the modders who keep this game interesting and exciting and keep us all coming back to play. Alright, Giants don't contribute to any of that, and obviously they have no fucking idea how to test mods to see whether mods made for PC have been scripted or re-scripted to come to console, whether they actually are going to crash games or not. If they put one through and it crashes your game, they don't care. They say we are not responsible for this user-generated content or any damage it may cause to your game. That's it. Wipe their hands of it. Although they test it, they put it onto their mod hub and give us all access to it. You tell me where the buck stops. Pretty pissed, man. Pretty pissed. So, yeah. Alright, it's enough out of me for this. I'm going to see if these mods are done now. And my No Man's Land build is almost back to where it was with my 330 hours, except I obviously don't have the money I had, and I don't have, I've changed a couple of mods, and not everything is in the exact place, but it's basically the same map setup is pretty much still the same. So I'm going to get out of here because finally we're finished. Okay. Now just to show everybody, just before I open up, I've got it on 3K 1440p. Okay, it makes no difference. 2K 1080p, 3K 1440. It looks a little bit better, and it does. So you know, there's not a great deal of difference really with 2K. Well, with 1080 to 1440, it's not really that much noticeable. I got a 4K TV. I got the PS5, 3K 1440. It's a little bit better, but not really that fantastic. I started to remake No Man's Land on the first save game one, but that didn't work out too well. As you can see, I've lost everything, every map, all my hundreds and hundreds of hours. So this one's only 6 1/4. There's another one. I'm a Case fan. I'm a massive Case fan. I love Case. Everything that comes out Case, I usually get it. If it's what I'm looking for. But the early riser planter, the FPS on it crashes your game. It lags it right out, and then it just crashes it. And it sucks because when I seen DJ Goham's review of the early riser planter, I was jumping hurdles in excitement. I couldn't wait to get it. I was extremely excited, and the moment I put it onto the map, I filled it up with seed and fertiliser, and as soon as I opened it up to go and plough, it threw me out of the vehicle. I was running the Fent 1050 in front of it. It threw me out of the vehicle, and I was standing in the middle of the paddock. I looked at the map, and it showed that I was still inside the vehicle, but the vehicle was invisible. I was able to run around and move. So I tried skipping through all the vehicles, jumping from vehicle to vehicle. It never brought me back to it. I went to open up to sell the early riser and the Fent 1050, and I couldn't sell it. It didn't show it was there, but on the map it showed it was there. So there's a major problem going on there with the early Case, and that's because it's so highly detailed that consoles just can't handle it. And one final time, I don't blame any modder in any way, shape or form. Without them, this game would have died long time ago. Long time ago. So it's not the modders. Certainly don't blame the modders. Anyway, I'm going to see how far we go before I have to redo this one again. I'm sure it won't be too long. Oh, here we go. What happened here? Right, okay, let's get on with this. I'll just have a quick little look here. So at the moment there's the sleep trigger, and I want to get rid of that. So these are the mods I use, you'll see here. This is what I use. The TLX, this one here doesn't interfere in my game, the Phoenix, but the other 82 Studios, his other vehicles do. Same as his trailers, they clash with in-game mods, standard in-game mods. I'm not sure why. Like I said, it's not 82 Studios' problem, it's not Dave's problem there at all. He's a fantastic modder, as all the modders are. He's got a bit of a talent behind him. Yeah, it's just these mods are just doing things to this game. Same as here, this Lizard STB03P. Man, this thing, you've got unlimited bales when you use it. Most of my well, I've only got this map now, but most of the other maps that I had prior to reinstalling the game, I had up to like 600 or 700 bales. Seriously. When you reach the bale limit, you just turn the baler off and just keep filling it up, and it just keeps on pushing bales out. And when you unload them off the RAT 200, it's endless. The amount of bales you want, you just don't put them together. You put about 150 bales together and then move the other side of your farm and then make another stack over there of them. And just don't put them all together, because you're going to have FPS problems and you'll end up with game crashes. So these are the two pastures, cattle and sheep. I always use these two. They are fantastic, absolutely. They're the most realistic I've ever seen. All the other ones have got problems where the triggers don't come up, or it's real hard to find feed triggers. I haven't got time to muck around with mods that you can't find triggers on, and you keep moving and inching over left and right bit by bit trying to make a trigger come up. These two work absolutely fine and beautiful. Yeah. I don't have any problem with straw harvest. That's all been running smooth. The little tweaks they've done is good. This transfer yard, you can't put anything loose up there. You can't put any grain up there because it just falls through the floor and you can never get it back. It disappears underneath it. So that's just basically there for show. I'll show you on the map that I try to create like industrial area and stuff like that, and that's just 21 slots just to sit there and not really be used. It's just there for show. This thing all in one trading zone, I think the only thing Giants has ever done properly. This thing's awesome, unbelievable. I think that's the only thing I can pat Giants on the back about, sadly. Doormat, we're getting rid of that. We're getting rid of the doormat, and I got some nice little deck chairs to put there as my sleeping trigger, because that camper trailer doesn't have a sleep trigger. But I use that camper trailer to role play on here, so I'm going to keep it there, and that's going to be the home. And in real life, I would have no problems if I had a farm bunking in. Well, I mean, geez, I'd sleep under a bloody tree with a sheet of tin, you know. I'd have no problems doing that. Yes, come on, can we sell please, or are we going to crash? Are we going to crash? Oh dear Lord. If this game keeps going, I'm just going to uninstall it, and I will never, look at this, I've lost all my the last 3 hours play. I'm way back here, fuck me. Fucking Giants, man, you people fucking shit me, eh? You really fucking shit me, people. Fucking Giants, useless fucking people. Fuck me. Makes my fucking blood boil, eh? Makes my fucking blood boil, people. Swear to God it does. Way back here. Don't rocket science. Swords made for PC, Giants. Don't fucking put it on console. It's fucking simple. Fuck. Really shits me, people. Really fucking shits me. Really shits me. Dumb fuck, man. Dumb fuck. They need to outsource their testing because they obviously have no idea how to fucking do it. There's transfer there. I'll give you a quick little view. Here's the farm. This isn't finished up here yet. I'm going to move that's why I put the chairs over here, and it's going to move the camper back a little bit. But you'll be able to see, I've got, this is for the animals in there. Got gates in and out. Yeah, as you can see. Love this. This thing's just perfection. I love this. This is just perfection. I love these drive-through sheds. Great job. These sheds here are Bonza. This is going to be for bales. Got another one. Oh, my other shed's not even here. I had another one here. I've got to put another shed here now for bales. So because I have so many bales, keep them at least that far apart from each other and you won't have any FPS problems. You put them next to each other and just jam pack it with bales, you're asking for a hell of a time. You really are. You're asking for big trouble. There's milk and that sales here. I just made a little community around this service station, and people who, I got some little sales points at, you know, little things like this where people make a few bucks from. I mean, these aren't even decorated yet. I haven't done hedges or anything. It's just chucked it down. I need to finish the map, but these are all for the people who work in the industrial area, which we'll go over and have a look at in a sec. This guy here, I haven't really done any separation, but yeah, he's got his own little side business going on here, and we're part of that. We go and buy and sell with him. I've got to put a shed up here once I finish this road off, and I'm going to put another silo here, so when I run the auger and we're harvesting these fields, I can just put it all in this silo and then move it after harvest. You know, in days like today when it's just full on raining, gives you something to do. So some of the fields are done. We're not finished yet. This is the industrial area. I've only just put the bunker down. I'm thinking I might move that out of there. So yeah, BGA, slurry, digestate, all in one. I love this mod, man. It's fantastic, really is. Now I've just tried to make like an industrial area here, an office as you come in and out. I mean, I've got to put a boom gate here, and I've got to put a boom gate here, and I'm going to run this road continuous somewhere down this way, and just haven't finished that road yet. We've got the evaporator and the clarification tank in here, so industrial areas using this runoff area that runs down from the hill up here, which isn't finished yet. It's just got to go a little bit further, but anyway, the map's kind of back to where I had it originally. It's like a camping area, somewhere where people just come from, you know, from the city and want to just have a holiday. It's like, it's not finished either. The pub's here, faces the waterway. It's the pub sale point over here. The truck will come out and pick up from the delivery, and he'll go back and run the beer kegs and all that down there. We've got a diner here. I've got to put some roses and all that sort of stuff in the front. Here we've got the old castle ruin. We've got the windmill, which is now done a 180 turn. I think it follows the wind direction actually. This isn't finished. I've got to put some some work vehicles and a bus and that there, and then connect this road up. So yeah, still lots to do. This bloke's going to have a little farm. We're going to put the chickens, but he's going to be the chicken farmer. Got a little bit of terraforming to do there. We're going to, this is the access to and from, which wraps all the way down and around, obviously. So it comes down to here. I'm going to see if there's a way that I can get some sort of realistic view. I just want to run along here and then try and bring the road back down here somewhere that sort of comes down the hill and then sort of turns back in on itself and turns back in on itself. So you're not sort of, if you're coming up, it's not as unrealistic driving on a big 45-degree angle. All this is yet to be finished. There's a bit of a runoff here, but I want to just continue that on a little bit more. Like I said, all these houses and that around here, got to finish them off. Got to do a little bit more here. Just want to tidy this up a bit. We're going to plant some trees up here. That's what crashed me game before, trying to get the cedar for saplings. This is where the money business is. This is where I make all my money out of pelletising. And like I said, this here's for show. I can put some bales and that up and a couple of trailers. I'll run this green trailer up here and then lift this deck up where it is, and then my little skid in there. He'll come up here, he'll pick up the pellets, load it onto here, and then we shoot off down here and we sell it right here. So that's the little business that this bloke has. This thing's back to front. This should be around the other way. You can't really access it from the side of a cliff there, so I've got to have to fix that up and turn it around. I'll be storing bales in here as well and some pellets. So yeah, there's lots to do yet. Just put this trailer away now. What I might do is put that trailer up here for now. I'm going to be using that, so doesn't like wet weather, obviously. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay, so yeah, we back our trailer on and we can lift it and all that. I might as well just put that away now while I'm here. All I have to do now is just run some straw and just got to run some straw and hay. Straw and hay, that's all I need to run over here now. And then we can keep our palletiser going. Good money in palletising. And days like today when you can't really do much, oh, are you fucking? Some of the, oh man, I really get frustrated with this game, though. I really do. I really get fucking frustrated with this game. It shits me to no end. Like, no idea why I still play it, because it really makes my blood boil. It really does. There we go, he's up there and the skid can actually load it up now. There's lots about this game that I love, so much more about it that I fucking hate. It really gets under my skin. It really does. Actually, while we're here, here's the other one. This one's got narrow tyres so I can get in and out of the pelletiser there. So we'll just jump across to the next one. Here we go again. I've already done this about 3 hours ago. Lost 3 hours of gameplay. I hit save about 25,000 fucking times and didn't save any of it. Just shits me that giants that mods through that crash the game, and then they write down the bottom there that they're not responsible for any user generated content that ruin your game. But yet they're the ones who test it, they're the ones who okay it to go through to their own mod hub. Their mod hub. They test it, they put it on their mod hub, yet they're not responsible for anything that crashes or harms your game. Yeah. That's big businesses for you today. That's real life shit, by the way. That's what all businesses do. They have the same rights as human beings. Companies. Corporations. Yeah. Since when did a corporation or a company have the same rights as a human being? Yeah. It makes no sense to me. Anyway, we're just going to talk about the game and the farm now, so I've had enough of having my dummy spit and putting my 2 cents in relation to how useless giants are. And useless they truly are. But I'm going to leave it there now. I'm going to turn the volume up just a little bit because I can't even hear the motor running.
All I can hear is me and my ringing. There we go. Yeah. Anyone who's been following my channel since it started will know that from time to time I get on and I do have a rant about a few games and that, things that are important that the creators don't or won't fix or can't fix for one reason or another. Yeah, so anyway, it is what it is, and what's done is done. I like to role play for the big part of gaming, and all the games that I play are games that I can role play in. I don't like fantasy games and ghosts and goblins and splashy colours and fireworks. I don't like all of that crap. I like it realistic games. I'm still yet to find a more realistic shooter game than Ghost Recon Wildlands. You get shot once and you're dead. It's a very stealthy game. It's a very skillful game, and I highly recommend. Even though it's 5 years old, I have not. And I download and buy all the shooter games, and nothing even comes close to Ghost Recon Wildlands. Nothing even comes close to it. Alright, let's go deliver this. My phone's on charge too, so if anyone is making comments or anything, I do apologise. It's just commentary today because I'm unable to see comments. When I play live, I play on big screen, so I don't display message to spectators. Otherwise, the game does enough dodgy stuff as it is. When you make the screen small, it makes it even harder. So I usually use my phone to do comments, so I can read people's comments and I can reply to them. But just for today, just while the phone's on charge, the cord's real short, so I can't have it near. Like I said, I do apologise, but the app is fixed, and I'll be able to communicate with everyone again. Yeah, in a couple of hours. Won't be during this live stream, unfortunately, but then again it might be, because every time I live stream, so most of the time I go from 10 to 12 hours for the most part. Especially this game, hours disappear like they were seconds. So much to do all the time, busy. And that's thanks to the models, not thanks to guys who are way capable of doing. Thanks to the models. I don't think too highly of Giants gaming at all. I don't think too highly of them at all, not in any way. With these belly tanks, you can leave the covers on, and so your load doesn't get wet. As you can see, hey, I've got 99% because it's raining, and you lose a little bit when it rains, which is pretty cool, because if you don't cover your load, especially straw and hay, and they get wet, they rot, and they take a long time to dry out. A long time to dry out. There we go. When I carry more than one trailer, I always try and get the dolly of the unloading trailer, the dolly that sits behind the one unloading, try and get it up on the platform. Of course, you've got weight at the back, third and fourth trailer, no weight in 1 and 2. So you can have, well, it kind of bends the axle in a way. The game doesn't really show that, but yeah. So you try and get as least force on your coupling as you possibly can. So you get that dolly up from the last trailer, and it hits up, and now we can unload. There's just little things like that that I like to do to keep it realistic. We'll start. I'll take the truck back and we'll start making a go. We'll start having a go at getting the pallets going again. I just want to see this new trailer that Mod Hub released. Before I do, I'm going to save the game. I'm definitely going to save the game before I do. I do not want to lose hours of play again. That really, really, really got up my nose. So I try and spread out my sales points. As you can see, I try and spread them out a bit. Always somewhere different to go. I haven't built any roads up around this way yet, so you can see the roads that you built when you on your fruit types. If you click on grass, it'll show you where the roads that you've built are in and not where the roads that the map has put in. So as you can see, that one stops there. I've got a little one here that I'm not sure if I'm going to run up this big hill or not. I don't think so, but I may do. I may even do a cut through with this big rock here. Anyone who knows this map, I can slowly weave an angle around the top of this rock. Might be able to put something up here like a lime station, which I can make it look like a quarry. Because that always looks pretty cool. I think while this trailer's unloading, now that we've saved the game, I'm not worried if it loses from here. These roundabouts aren't finished. I've got to do the edge of the roads and all that. I've got to do all the fencing in here. Like, there's lots and lots to do, but it's all fiddly stuff. And days like today, when the rain's in, like it is now, is pretty much the perfect time to do it. But I'm not going to do it here on live stream. Nobody really gives a crap about any of that, about watching it. No one really cares about that sort of stuff. So I'll try and refrain from doing much building on live here. I did notice these grass bits were missing. I'm not too sure why, but I'm just going to put them back, and that way everything will grow about the same time. I don't collect this sort of grass. I try and leave it for the whole season. Even when it's ready to harvest, I try and leave it. I'll just harvest grass that did that go inside the building? No, luckily. I don't like grass inside the building. There's none inside here. So we'll get this pelletizer going. I do use this crane most of the time, but I've got myself another wheel loader. Let's see if this wheel loader's here. No, the game crashed before I could get it. Okay. Righto, let's go park this truck up. We'll park this combination up. Then we'll take a thing down and we'll send our worker out as soon as we can. As soon as this bloody rain stops, we've got to get the worker down there. I'm not going to be doing any line. I leave that to the workers. I don't care what it costs me. A day's work in the pelletizer will pay for his wages, so I'm not too fussed about that. You know what is annoying me is this. That's annoying me. That shed back to front. That's annoying me. That's really, really annoying me. Here we go. Look, it's fucking hell. There's some mod that I've got now that is it's probably going to crash my game. You know, if I am so close to just uninstalling this game. It's not funny. I swear to God. As much as I love it, I hate it more. I hate it because the programming is fucking shit. It's amateuristic. It's garbage. Yeah, it's crap. Really is. Such potential to be probably the best game on the market for RP, role-playing sort of thing, but Giants just, I don't know, they've dropped the ball a long time ago and they never picked it back up. We're going to get rid of that because that was actually at the water's edge and the water's table's risen.
So we're going to get rid of that one. We'll replant that later. And there it is there. No, it's not that one. It is. Come on, where's his shed? There it is. We'll get rid of that. We'll just leave that out for now. Look how long this thing takes. My God, my God, my God. It's a real head fuck, this game, eh? This really is. You never know when it's going to crash anymore. It's so unstable, it's not funny. And yeah, I like to use mods. I support all the modders, PC modders and console modders. I think they're great people and they do a lot of fantastic work. They work their butts off to make it fun for us to play. You know, I don't think they make enough money out of it to give up their full-time job. I think they do it mainly for a hobby, and you get a couple of bucks on the side. I don't think they make a good deal of money out of it at all. There we go. That was 3 saves right there. I'm generally playing first person as well. Just find it more interactive. I really enjoy it. All the mods that I use, that I download, have got a purpose and a reason to them. Even ones that are decorated, if they're able to be used, like the service station over there, it's a decoration, but it fuels all your vehicles up. It works on all vehicles. There was one, the TLX 9000 won't refuel from it. That's obviously because David's got a slightly adjustable spring somewhere around that's conflicting with it, and I would rather have the service station than the TLX 9000. As good as it is, I'm an Aussie, and that TLX 9000 is, the TLX 9000 there is a K105 here in Australia, Kenworth 105 model. Absolutely lovely cab over. But the problem with it is that it's so small and short and stocky compared to how they are in real life. Like this bonnet here, this thing here sits about the same height as it, and this is a bonnet truck, which is in real life so much lower than what a cab over is. A cab over would be sitting, you know, well, when you're sitting in the driver's seat, you're not looking straight across equal to the driver's window. You're looking at about this much higher. You know, it's only a bit higher, but when you've got the TLX 9000, you're kind of looking at it, you know, like this, the same level. Yeah. The K105 is a Kenworth, and it's not like a Scania. You know, little Scanias, they sit as low as bonneted trucks, you know. Okay, we're going to leave this combination here. We will do some more fields there in a bit, but I want to start running this way, the way I'm driving now, this way and back. I don't want to have my whole map full of just exactly the same running fields. I want fields to be going angles and different ways and not all square. I like it to be a bit different, and as you can see, these are the main fields: corn, sunflower, wheat, grass, barley, soybean, and either canola, or I might, like, you know, do like, I don't know, maybe poplars. I'm thinking about doing poplars on this map. They do pay good money, and it's a long time. It takes a long time to do poplars. Not as long as cotton. I don't do cotton anymore. I don't do potatoes anymore. I don't do sugar beets anymore. They're just a nuisance, pain in the bum. I don't enjoy doing those sorts of harvests. So there's still a fair bit to go on the map, but this, for the most part, is fairly close. About 75% of my 330-hour map. Slightly different couple of mods. That's the bakery there. So everything has a reason to turn off this collector road, this dirt road. I'm going to leave it dirt. So yeah, that collector road there runs you to the BGA in the industrial area and the bakery. And you go further up the road, you've got the right turn off. This takes you up to the old castle, the windmill. You know, I try to make it as realistic as I possibly can with the limited slot counts that I have. So what we're going to do now is run into the shop here, and we're going to get ourselves a line spreader. Obviously with this damn rain, 6 o'clock tonight, we won't be able to do any lime until tomorrow, but I want to have it ready to go. And yeah, I just want to have it filled and ready to go. This one I like, the Kuan Axis 402 Plus. It'll do fertiliser and lime. I don't need any fertiliser. These ones here, 23 slots. This one here goes 24 metres, 6 slots. I'll take that all day over 23 slots. That's why I don't use any John Deere equipment. John Deere equipment is just slot count heavy, and I would rather have, especially on maps that I build, like No Man's Land, I would much prefer to have more slots left over that I can put up buildings and decorations and stuff like that to give the map a realistic feel, rather than have all John Deere stuff hanging around. Like I like case anyway. Speaking of slot counts, this one here is 53, and because I love case, I'll take that as a hard hit for the slot count. But most of the case stuff is really low on slot counts, not because they're garbage, but just because they are low on slot count. And everything of John Deere is extremely high on slot counts, and that's why I just don't use it. I have nothing except the John Deere plough, the 12 metre plough. That's all I've got of John Deere. It's all I've got downloaded from John Deere, and that's all I'll ever download from John Deere. That's it. Yeah. Things that are high slot counts, and unless they're placeables that I use, like my BGA, 39 slots. Now I'll take that hit because that BGA is crucial to me in this game. Whereas a medium tractor with gearbox shift sounds that cost you 65 slots for a medium tractor, and that's without any front end loader or tools on it. You know, I can't justify spending that sort of amount of slot count. Every slot count in this game it's priceless. Once your slot count's gone, it's gone. No amount of money will ever get you slots back. No amount of money will buy you more slots. So slot restrictions suck, and if I played this game on PC, I'd be able to create some really awesome sort of maps. But I'm restricted to slot counts. So number one important thing to me is getting the equipment that I like to use, and whatever's left after those slot counts, then I will get all the big expensive slot count things like the BGA and whatnot, and then whatever's left after that can go on decorations and houses and all of that sort of thing. So I'm going to do, I'm just going to tow this for a second. No, it's not going to hitch up to the front, is it? No, of course it won't. It'll hitch to the back, but it won't hitch to the front. And that's fine by me anyway. I couldn't give a shit. Will's open and thrown, and you know what, I'm just going to let the worker take this. This field here to my right now, that one there is the grass field because it's the most lumpy, bumpy strip. These are all 36 metres wide. Every field I got here is 36 metres. Which in other words is 3 strips with the John Deere 12 metre. So one up, one back, one up again, then I moved over to the next paddock. Down, up, down, moved over to the next paddock. Down, up, down. And anyone who follows my channel will know by now how you can get the AI workers to create fields for you. So right, time now that I can do a little demonstration of these guys. This is the best baling combination in the game, hands down. This trailer will hold 44 bales. 44 bales, you bet you. I'm going to park him right there. It's raining, so we'll do some safety features on it. And it will sit there stationary, and you just turn the baler off and it will just continue to pump out bales. You have an endless, oh my god, I did, didn't I? I did, didn't I? Yes, I did. God, it's empty. Didn't last long. Alright, we'll just get it move over a little bit. Just gotta hug that wing a little bit close. Give it another foot or two. Now, let's just restack these. Okay, now we're set to go. Holds 44. Obviously, when you do silage, it takes just a little bit longer to do silage because you've got to wrap them. Get him going straight up under the spout here. Turn that off now. So with the baler turned off, this lets you just continuously create bales. There is an infinity amount. As long as you don't put the bales, that reminds me, as long as you don't put the bales wherever you store them close together, you won't have any problems with frames per second. But if you have them all stacked together, you're asking for big trouble. Now this vehicle, I'm going to store the vehicles inside here. Oh dear. There you go. I'm going to store the vehicles inside here. No, inside this one. And I'm going to put bales here. And bales for this shed. I actually want the red one. The red theme. My other build was the green. This one here's for the machinery. So we're going to put bales here. I had it all set before. We'll get some bales here, and this won't cause any grief. Just move him up a little bit. There we go. So we got bales, and I wouldn't recommend getting them any closer than that. Otherwise, you'll end up with frames per second problems. And nobody wants that, you know, nobody wants that. I'm not going to put it there, but I do want to get one over here, if I can fit it within my property somewhere, and I don't think it's gonna, I don't want it outside my gate. Really, I've only got 1, 2 bale sheds, and one up at the other lot. We could rent space off this farm. I don't see why we couldn't do it. Maybe we'll give us some bales close to home. Maybe not. Maybe not. I mean, it doesn't look right putting a shed out here, so I'm not going to do it. I try and keep everything as, you know, realistic as I possibly can, kind of thing. I'm going to have wood chips coming out here. We're going to run him across. Just do that. Obviously I've got the US flag up, no problem with the US, but I'm an Aussie and I'm just going to change that over to the Australian flag. This is a bit lumpy and bumpy, so brush strength up to 3.0 and this will smooth this out. This is massively bumpy, as you can see. It's humongous. I didn't dig the side of the mountain out because when I started this build I said no, I'm not going to do any terraforming. However, I didn't realise when I placed this down it was going to be so lumpy and bumpy, but it is. We're just going to try and squash this down a bit. I'll put them bushes back anyway, no problems. And you're going to flatten this down a bit just so it's a bit smoother to go in. Can we get closer? I don't think it's going to let me. Okay, as long as we flatten it down a bit for the harvesters, then that'll be fine. Alrighty. Now we just push this down a little bit, pack it down. It's about as low as we can go. Right, that'll do us. There we go. And we'll just get some grass out around the outsides of it. Obviously I want to fix it up a little better, but not right now. I want to do 5. Without a doubt this is my favourite map, most enjoyable map anyway. If I feel like being creative I usually just start another one. But I'm not going to just start and do all of the. I'm obviously not going to start each map every time and do all the logging. Yeah, nah, it takes forever, and all the logging mods are garbage. Not the cutters, not you know the cutters are fine. It's just when you're trying to pick logs up. I've used all the front end loader tools. I've used wheel loader. I've used everything and they're all absolute garbage. It's like they're made out of plastic. There's no realism to it. It's trash. It's absolute trash. All the logging equipment in this game is trash. Garbage. And I don't expect much more from Giants. Because it's trash. It's, you know, garbage. Let's get a few bushes around here. I don't want to paint over this, I want to leave this like this. So I just need some sort of barrier there that, you know. Okay, we're done with that. Get more grass going, get this bale out. It auto loads as well, so when I cut grass on the field or I do hay on the field, I don't use auto load trailer. I do it all. I use front end loader tool. I use the big bag handler tool to pick up bales because it works. We try and use the bale spikes in this game. Bales always fly off, bounce up in the sky. It's really pathetic. Some of the mechanics of this game is garbage, and yeah, I just don't enjoy playing with garbage. You know, this guy's finished. Bring him back. stop him there, and I'm just gonna buy fertiliser. Let's just go across and make sure we didn't do anything dodgy. Oh, look at this. Look, the game's already gonna fuck up. There's no reason for that stripe down there, alright? There's no reason for it. I get a feeling that these paddocks are just gonna be spotted and speckled up shit creek. Fucking unbelievable. You know, mechanics of this game, for the most part it's pretty good, but it seems that anything giants do and will turn their hand to stands up real. Right, he's going to use fertiliser. What a fucking God damn it, man. Yeah, I really started this shit from the game. If I was wise, I'd just hit uninstall right now before I go any further. I know this game's just going to crash again. And I know I'm going to lose everything again. This is why this field is grass. Pretty hard to get ahead of to come over spots like this flat. And I could have terraformed it, but I didn't want to. That's how the land is there. I didn't want to terraform it. So I left it as is. And it's kind of fun, sort of just being flat all the time. Like that hill climb there in the middle. Even with the big tent, with the big Fent 1050, when you got the plough and the cultivator running at once behind it, oh boy, it struggles to get up there. It drops down to about 6 or 7k an hour, which is just snail's pace. Just while we're heading up here, I'll just quickly buy a chainsaw because I want to go the back way in here. We're going to crash into the tree. Yes, give me that. Stop fucking freezing, game, eh? Fuck, it shits me. Yeah, this game, people, I'm telling you, I am so close to just uninstalling this game and being done with it for good. Like, for good. I swear to God, I am so close to just uninstalling this game once and for all. Never looking back at it again, ever. Just had an absolute guts with it. Anyone who says anything about it, you try and spend 330 hours on a map and have to uninstall the game and take 3 attempts to do it, then re-download all your mobs and all the mods and all the problems that Mod HUD give you, and then to have it crash again after another 126 hours to do it all again, and then do it again for the 3rd time and spend another 96 hours on it and have it crash again. You tell me how your attitude would be towards this game of Giants. You tell me. So, judge thee, be judged not. You know, until it happens to you, and until you spend so much time like I did on this game, then let that happen to you and you tell me how your attitude would be. Until then, buckle up. Line, please. Thank you. Take this back out to the field. You know, I had lime running here, send the worker out, and he decides to put fertiliser down. Real fucking intelligent. Fertilising a cropless field. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. All I can say is this: if FS22 is anything like this in the way of shitness, I'm just going to give the game up for good. It's only that I know FS22 is coming out, but I think I'm still hanging around with this one. But yeah, the workers are still garbage. That will be enough for me not to buy the game and to give it away.
if it crashes and if dodgy mods go through to the mod hub, which crashed my game, I won't deal with it again. I've dealt with this for 4 years. FS19, I've dealt with these problems for 4 years. And I'll be damned if I'm going to go into another FS game where it's going to do the same thing. So yeah, no, just no way, like no way, not a chance. And we'll just double check this. And yes, okay. We'll go back to here and we can see our roads. Get it lined up right in the middle, which this strip. No, that's this strip. There we go. I'm going to run this line. I've got to get this to work. Today it's going to work out. Finally, wonder how that's going to come up. Yeah, look, it's giving it an extra. I don't like how the game does this. You know, whatever. Alright, now we had to buy some things, so I am going to save the game. We need a tipper trailer. We don't need a belly trailer. I've already got 4 belly trailers. And we've just saved the game, so I don't give a shit if it crashes at the moment. If I have to uninstall and reinstall it, I won't be reinstalling it. I'm just telling people this will be the last time I ever play it. If I ever have to do that again, well, is that a rear latch? It looks like it. I do want to use this just because it's the new one. It's 120,000 litres, like little ripper. We'll be pulling it with the Black Knight. So let's go chrome. Main colour will go black. Jet, like the trailer, and design colour will go case red. Actually, we'll do these two the other way around. We'll go with jet and we'll go with case red for the tarp. There we go. Doesn't look as nice, but with the prime mover on the front it does. Cover. I don't know why there's a camouflage on it. Yeah. Who are we hiding from? The Germans? Is the Germans coming for us? It's camouflage a trailer. Yeah, okay. So you can't be seen from the air. There's a lot of things, a lot of mods in this game I don't understand. Ice creams, for instance. Why? You know, I don't know. Now I don't need a mower because I have a mower and a trailer combined. Now it only does 2.5 meters and it's a bit of a stint, but you don't have to windrow it and you don't have to rake it because as it mows it picks it up. It's a bonza little thing. It is. You don't need a tedder, you don't need a windrower. I used to use this rake here, 8.5 meters, and I put the square baler behind it, and it was really, really cool. You'd wind rake and bail at the same time. This is it here, the RS100RB, 2.5 meter width. It cuts the grass, and as it cuts, it picks it up, puts it in the trailer. It's fantastic. It'll also pick up side. It'll do all that. 35,500 litres. It's pretty cool. Now we need forestry equipment. This crashed my game before, it crashed my game before, it crashed my game before, it crashed my game before. Main colour. What are we going to use? Weather's been raining in my area and all the heroes come out and spin their wheels and just generally just be real fuckwits. Right, that'll do. Let's not crash, game. Yay, I don't believe it. We succeeded without a crash. Fuck me drunk. I don't believe it. Let's see how we crash here. We're going to crash here? We're probably going to crash here. Capacity 100 saplings. That's why I use this mod. Because I got rid of all the trees and I didn't actually cut these ones down. The reason I exit out is because now, if I stayed on it, for every pallet will cost me 5 slots. But if you exit out and come back in after you buy the first one, you exit out and you come back in, then they'll cost you 1. But if you get a shed, for instance, and it's 20 slots, and you place your first shed down and then you place another one and another one and another one and another one, you've got 5 sheds down, that's going to take 100 slots off you. But if you put the first one down and then exit out and then go back in, then they will cost you 1 slot count for each and every after that. So that's a little tip for you. You wonder where all your slot counts go on console. That's what happens. Anything that's higher than 1 slot count, look, we're going to crash here. Fuck me dead. Almost did. It almost crashed. Yeah, so there's a little tip for everybody. Most people know that by now after these years of play, but not everyone does know it. And not everyone's expected to know it. I think we'll just finish the last 5 bales here. And silage can sit out in the rain, in the snow, whatever. Nothing will happen to it. Just let me save the game. I'm at the point where I have no trust anymore in this game. I'm at the point where I just don't trust it at all. At all. I just don't trust it. We're going to get this fella because not only does it do snow, which is the main reason why I got it, but it doesn't. It looks too plasticky. Orange is okay. The rim colour onyx. And it's a little too dark. Adco's a little too bright. I want something a little realistic looking. How does Class look on it? Class looks a lot better. And let's get rid of this money I've got. Now we go over to here, miscellaneous, and we should have our attachments in here for it. And we do. So where's our snow plough? Snow plough's not in here. Oh my god, I didn't download it. It's alright, there's no snow yet. Next time I log on I'll get it. The blade play, it does 6 meters. Yeah, nah. Yeah, nah. I'm just going to leave that at the shop for now. We're going to trade in our vehicle. We're going to buy... which bed was it? I'm going to make a 4-wheel drive track. I'm actually not going to buy the shed. I'll probably go with that flatbed one. No, that one's better. I'm going to make a 4-wheel drive track on this map as well to have a bit of fun on down days like we got now. I'm not even going to put that dozer on a trailer. I'm just going to drive it and let it just automatically... I'm just going to drive it and jump to other vehicles in the time that it's doing it. Okay, I think we're pretty right to go. We'll just finish this bales.
1, 2, 3, 4 to go. It'll be a full trailer, and that's some silage up and underway. It's a really cool mod, this one. Really, really cool. And